Welcome to the 2015 Compete with a Cougar, WOD with a Sugar Daddy. Workout number 2, part 1, is the overhead show-off. For this workout, athletes will start with a bar in the rack with a desired weight of their choice on the bar. The workout is for you to set a max overhead squat for a number of reps. The lowest number of reps that you are allowed to do and still have it be counted is a 2-rep max. If you get to a 5-rep max, the score will be 1.3 multiplied by whatever your reps are. If you get to a 10-rep max, your score will be 1.5 multiplied by whatever your reps are, or by whatever your weight is. If you get to a 15-rep max, your score will be 1.7 times whatever your weight is. And if you get to a 20-rep max, your score will be 1.9. Again, bars will be starting in the racks on this workout. The weight may be set to whatever the athlete desires, and clips must be used. The athlete will take the bar from the rack, get it into overhead position, and begin doing his squats. The athlete gets his hip below the crease of his knee at the bottom and stands all the way up at the top to the point where the athlete's elbows, shoulders, hips, and knees are all in line. Notice at the top, the athlete gets a fully open hip. At this point, Nick has done 3 reps, 4 reps. If he were to fail on his 4th rep, he is credited for the lower number of reps. Since he did not make it to 5, which is where the next multiplier comes in, he is only credited with 2. If, for example, someone is trying to set a 20-rep max and fails at the 19th rep, they are credited with a 15-rep max, and the multiplier they receive is 1.7. There is no multiplier for any of the non-benchmarks. Again, you must hit a 2-rep max, a 5-rep max, a 10-rep max, a 15-rep max, or a 20-rep max. Workout number 2, part 2, is 3 3-minute AMRAPs. The first 3-minute AMRAP is 5 thrusters, 5 slammers, and 5 box jumps. The partners will rotate each movement. So partner number 1 will do 5 thrusters. Partner number 2 will do 5 slammers. Partner number 1 will do 5 box jumps. Partner number 2 now does the thrusters throughout the first 3 minutes. The second 3-minute AMRAP is 6 ground to overhead, 6 slammers, and 6 box jumps. The same format applies where partners rotate each movement. The third 3-minute AMRAP is 7 shoulder to overhead, 7 slammers, and 7 box jumps. For the thrusters, the athlete starts with the bar on the ground. He may squat clean his first rep. He passes below, or his hip, the crease of his hip goes below the crease of his knee. He stands up, pressing the bar completely overhead to a full lockout. He will do 5 reps. 2, 3, 4, 5. At that point, partner number 2 would do 5 slammers. The slammer starts with the ball on the ground, and the athlete picks the ball up to a complete overhead lockout position. From this point, the ball is now returned to the ground. The athlete may catch the ball if he or she chooses off the bounce for a faster cyclical rate. It is not required for the standard. The standard is the ball starts on the ground, ends completely overhead into a lockout. Go ahead and do that one more time. The athlete's body is in line and the ball returns to the ground. The ball hitting the ground marks the end of that rep. Then partner number one would do 5 box jumps. The box jump may be a 2-foot takeoff in which the athlete fully stands up on the box. The athlete may do a step up. The same position though of fully standing up on top of the box marks the end of the rep. They would do 5 of those. After the first 3-minute AMRAP, the second 3-minute AMRAP, all reps now go to 6 of each. And it starts with 6 ground to overhead. The athlete may perform the ground to overhead in a clean and jerk style, where the bar is taken from the ground to the shoulders and then shoulders overhead. The end position is the bar held fully overhead, arms locked out with all joints in line. The athlete may also do this as a snatch, where the bar starts on the ground and in one movement ends overhead. The same end position though with all joints in line is achieved. Athletes may change movement styles during the workout, and they may change between athletes. One athlete may do all clean and jerks, one athlete may do all snatches. That's fine. An athlete might do his first 3 reps as a snatch and his second 3 reps as a clean and jerk. As long as 6 reps of ground to overhead are completed, that is all we're looking for. We do 6 slammers following the same thing as before. The ball fully held overhead and then returned to the ground, followed by 6 box jumps. The last 3-minute AMRAP starts with shoulder to overhead. The bar starts on the ground and is cleaned to the front rack position prior to the first rep. The rep starts with the bar on the front rack and ends with the bar overhead. The athlete may do this as a strict press, as a push press, as a push jerk, or as a split jerk, as long as the feet come back at the end. The finished position is the bar held fully overhead with the athlete's joints all in line. 7 shoulder to overhead, 7 slammers, 7 box jumps.